Hi guys, once again thanks for checking my YouTube channel out. This is a continuation of my tool review set of videos. We're going to review a few more tools and I'll give you some of my personal opinions on them. Right, let's get started. First of all, this is a Robert Sorby tool. Again, you'll know from past videos that I do like Robert Sorby. When I saw this tool advertised, I thought this is going to be a very useful tool for me. It's a scraper that fits into the Robert Sorby handle system. It's got a flat side here that goes onto the tool rest, and this head here, you can have it at 45 degrees one way, 45 degrees the other way for shear scraping, or you can just position it sort of 180 degrees for a normal scraping action. And I thought to myself, yes, this is a tool I will use a lot. So I bought one. Wasn't cheap. Nothing Robert Sorby makes is cheap. Of course, you got I bought the actual shaft, and I bought a separate handle as well, so the handle's about £40–50. Got it home, tried it, don't like it. There's one major letdown of the tool. The cutters are too small. Look at the size of that. If you're in the UK, basically this cutter's about the size of the 5p piece, the 5p coin. It's tiny. Could have done with being quite a bit larger. Too small. That is the major letdown of it. You can fit various other cutters on it, not just round. They do a diamond shaped cutter for cutting V's and such. They do a square, well, sort of a rounded square. Off the top of my head I can't think of the name for it, but if you can imagine a square and then each side is sort of bent slightly. They do various cutters as well. I think this at the moment is normal high-speed steel M2. They do a titanium nitride plated one, and they also do a tungsten carbide one. I don't rate it at all. I think complete waste of money for me. Others may like it. Personally, I think it's a waste of money. So I can't recommend this tool at all. If I was stood next to you and advising you, I would say don't buy it. But I'm not going to say don't buy it, because that's up to you. All I can recommend is that it didn't work for me. So there we go. Right. The handle. This handle. I bought this for it. Another scraper. Well, actually it's a hollowing tool. Excuse me. But it does work on the scraping principle. This thing will let you get down into the bottom of deep hollow forms, vases, etc. Fits into the handle. So, I mean, look at the reach there. You've got what? 18 inch of reach. Again, not cheap, but it fulfills the job. Does it work well? Yes, it does. The bar's thick enough so that it doesn't chatter too much. and the tips are interchangeable. They'll take plenty of sharpenings, so they do last quite a long time. As I say, the tips are around about £8 a piece, but they do last quite a long time anyway. But they're freely available, the tips. Do I recommend it? Yep. Good piece of kit. Nice and beefy. Take some hammer. Next scraper up. Excuse me, got a bit of the cough today. The next scraper up is this tool. It's a bit of a beast. I use it for shear scraping. You can see it's a teardrop shaped cutter. You can position it for if you're doing rounded work. You can position it, slacken it off, position it to whatever face you want on your wood. It does have one big advantage. That whole head pivots 180 degrees. So it's very, very adaptable. You can use it as a normal scraper, or you can use it as a shear scraper. If you're using it as a normal scraper, you would use the rounded underside. If you use it as a shear scraper, as you'll see, there's two flat sections been milled onto the bar. You can use it one way, put it on your tool rest, use it like that, and it automatically positions the scraper at 45 degrees. Again, on that side, does the same job. It's actually made by Kel McNaughton in New Zealand, and this guy really does know how to make turning tools. Really, really well engineered. The steel that's used is again the same steel, I do believe, that he uses for his hollowing scrapers, for his hollowing tools. It's a super hard steel, keeps an edge really, really, really well. Highly recommend it. It's also weighty, and the thickness of this bar, it must be going on, well, it's a good 3/4 of an inch thick, so it doesn't move much. It won't chatter or bounce. It's a good tool. Highly recommend it. There is just one thing. It's only really of use for large bowls and such. If you're doing small bowls, 6-8 inch, forget it. This thing is for bowls sort of 12 inch and upwards, and even a 12 inch bowl, you're starting to push your luck, really. For 12 inch and upwards. For smaller bowls, no, it's too big of a tool. But if you're doing larger work, it works exceedingly well. And as I said, the cutter keeps an edge like no other steel I've come across. It really is a hard steel. I've used this particular tool many times, and I've never sharpened it. So that'll give you an inclination of how tough the steel is. Right, I think we'll end this video here. The next video we're going to get on to bowl gougers, I think. So if you'd like to stick with me, and as I say, we'll review some bowl gougers next. Thanks a lot, guys. See ya.